another one. How many episodes is this now?
This is going to be episode 7.
7. Lucky 7.
Lucky number 7. 7 episodes deep. We're back here at Castle Cigars. We are here at the Cigars at the Castle podcast. I am Mufassa. I'm here with Rick. As always, we're going to have some fun tonight. We're going to talk about a couple of things we got on the docket list, but we're always going to start with, how's your month?
That month was great. I'll tell you. Boy, it goes so fast. Being this September 20th already.
Yeah.
You know, the month was great. I got to tell you, I just got back from Arizona. My 2 boys who are men. It was my son's bachelor party in Arizona. That's where he wanted to go. These guys do it different than what I used to. Mine was at a small bar, okay, with 30 guys. I got wasted, and they threw me in bed, and that was the end of the night.
What a night.
I'm not going to tell you about the rest, but anyway, it was pretty clean. But
use your imagination.
Yeah. But we went to Arizona, Scottsdale, and we golfed for 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I played PGA courses. Unbelievable. It was hot. It was hot.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, I can see why the pros are so good, because when your ball's in the fairway, that thing sits right up. It's beautiful. And it was just a great weekend. And they wanted me to go, because a lot of dads don't go to bachelor parties.
Right.
But they asked me to go, because you know what they said to me? They said, you know what, Dad, we got to get you out of Rotterdam.
Gotta get you out of there.
You gotta broaden your horizons. Because I guess I'm a workaholic.
You could say that.
I could say that, but I'm a passionate workaholic. That's different.
Right. Yeah.
So we did that. It was great. We stayed at this Airbnb. Oh my God! If you get a chance, Scottsdale, it was just great.
Beautiful
So
city.
that was part of my month.
Yeah.
And then business as usual. Jewelry store, Castle Cigars. Like I said before, I lose words how great it is. But it all comes from the inside of the passion. Just like you, when we started this. When you came up to me and said, "Hey, what do you think?" And I said, "Well, I don't know this techie stuff. I know I said this before." And he goes, "Well, you got some good knowledge, and we'll put it together." And here we are.
That's it.
7 episodes later.
Yes.
So how was your month?
Oh boy, my month was a long one. We started it. I went to New York City, got to experience that for a little bit. I actually went out to a concert out there. Absolutely amazing. Never been to Webster Hall before. If you've never been, go check it out. Try it at least once in your life. Tiny little hall can pack, 600, 700 people inside of it. And there's a huge balcony area. And the city itself, a lot of people give it a lot of flack because it's run down a little bit, but it's still just the magic of New York City. There's still got a little bit something there.
A lot of action down there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Moved from that. I did a recording for one of my clients there. Amazing. She loved it. The person I did it with her now wants to do business with me.
There you go.
Expanding.
It's baby steps.
Baby steps, that's right. And then me and my business partner, we're finally coming together. We sat down. We said, let's do it.
There you go.
We're going to start this business.
Nothing venture, nothing gains.
That's right.
We're not reinventing the wheel here.
Right. Let's talk about cigars, because we are a cigar podcast still.
Yes, we are. Cigars. Okay.
What are you smoking, Rick?
Well, I'm sure that maybe by the 7th episode, maybe you figured out that I smoked the Punisher. Okay. Now, this Punisher, if you go to Cigars International and you read the tutorial on it, okay, soak it in. It's all me.
Yes.
All right. I don't know what happened. Castle Cigars is going to be open for 4 years at the end of this month. 4 years already. I can't believe it.
That's amazing.
And I've smoked all these cigars that are out there.
Yeah.
I've tried them. The new reps will come in or they'll hand you a nice cigar or whatever.
Right.
I go, okay, I'll try it. It's not going to work. All right. It's the Punisher. I don't know. People go, how do you smoke that thing? I go, I just love it. It's the palate.
Yes.
That's why in the beginning, like all the new smokers, I tell them, look, take a we're in the techie world.
Yeah.
Take a picture of the label, keep it in a portfolio.
Right.
If it's not in the humidor next time, try something. We'll teach you about it. We'll tell you what kind of spices are in there. Kind of mirror it for you.
Yeah.
Because I don't want you to spend all this money, okay, like I did, because I was never taught.
Right.
All right. I like to teach people so you don't go and spend all that extra money.
Right. And that's a rare trait that you find in certain cigar shops because,
Yeah.
again, my experience searching for cigar shops when I first started, the first couple I went into was just, hi. I walk in there blind, don't know what I'm looking for. You know, they got somebody just watching you, kind of following you around a little bit. And then you come up to the register, they're like, okay, take your card, cool, bye. And
Yeah.
you just leave.
See you later.
Here, I come in, Rick's like, hey, what kind of cigars you like? What the hell? Questions? Who the hell are you?
Yeah. Well, how dare you ask me a question?
Right.
But that's what it's all about. It's a learning process.
Yes.
You know, I'm still learning after
Right.
4 years, and I did, 6, 7 years prior. So I'm still learning.
Yes.
And again, Punisher. It's a heavy Maduro, because I'm out there.
A little crazy, but it's okay.
But it's good.
Yes.
I tried the acids. They're a little too sweet for me. They gave me a headache.
Right.
There are great cigars out there. Rocky Patel. Okay.
Yes. My father.
The My Father line. The Padron.
Oh.
Everybody knows Padron. All right.
You got to try a Padron at least once.
I just put a new line in, and which one do you have tonight?
So tonight I have the DBL Habano. Beautiful story behind this one. This is from Francisco. I'm going to read out exactly what he has on his website because I think it's just better than me trying to summarize it. So it says here, in honor of my dad, it is my honor to recognize my dad's successful career in the cigar industry with the introduction of our first series, the Habano. Our Habano line is a special edition that pays homage to my dad's cigar brand from the 1980s. Our Habano is a rich and complex cigar that packs more flavor than strength and encompasses plenty of rich family history. The final blend is the end result of painstaking process in which countless blends were tested, retested, and tested again by a tasting panel comprised of several cigar aficionados. DBL Habano features a stunning Ecuador Habano wrapper, Dominican binder, and a filler blend of Dominican and Nicaraguan tobacco. So it's a medium body cigar, which is just my palate right now. I don't need anything too heavy. And what they don't tell you on the website, and I'm going to give away the surprise because I was surprised, it's got a spice tip to it. Never had a spice tip cigar in my life, so I bit down. I was like, ooh, what's wrong with me? Thought I was losing my palate or something. No. It's supposed to be like that. So we're going to give this one a shot. We're going to see how it goes.
Light it up.
Oh, I hear hot.
Light it up. That's what it's all about.
Yes, sir.
While he's lighting that up, I'm going to just throw in a couple of things. I just introduced my new koozies, Castle Cigar koozies. I get a lot of guys that come in here, they buy their sodas, waters, or their beer, whatever you're doing. I just introduced these. They're pretty awesome. Then, I might as well do it now too. Well, I want him to light that up and get it lit so it's ready to roll. What I do here at Castle's is because we did our thing of royal smokes for royal folks, and this was all in my head, and I wanted to make sure that people got treated like royalty. Like when you came in,
Yes.
you were new, and I want to make sure that you got the experience that you needed to get to start off your cigar experience.
Yes.
So what I do is, and I just had a couple of gentlemen who came in earlier tonight. Someone told him to come in, and he was walking around the place, saw the whole place, and he was just in awe how all this great things that were going on. So as he was leaving, I said, "Wait, you can't go anywhere yet." and the one guy, he kind of already knew about it. He goes, "He's going to bring out the sword." He's bringing the sword out, right? He goes, "Cover your ears," right? So anyway, I take the sword out and I knight you.
Yes.
Now you are now part of Castle Cigars.
Yes.
Okay. And then what I do, okay, is you get this certificate, okay? I sign it that you are now a knight of Castle Cigars.
Yes.
Okay. You now have a place where you can come, be yourself, meet great people, network, whatever you want to do here at Castle's. So you get this official paperwork.
Yes.
And I'll tell you what, the guys love it, the girls love it. We get a lot of great women that come in here too.
Yeah.
And but this was all part of what was in my head.
Right.
I'm making sure people got treated like royalty.
Like royalty.
Like royalty.
Yes.
You know?
And that you absolutely do here, and you live up to that moniker. It's not just a catch or a tagline on a building.
No.
You know, you really do feel like royalty when you come in here, and Rick makes sure of that. Every single time that I see him in here, he's cleaning something, making sure it looks spotless in here.
My nickname is Hazel. I remember when I first opened, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, you clean the ashtrays, you know, you got your bucket. You know, if you're in the cigar world, you've been around, you know, they come around with a bucket and one thing to wipe it out. And they would hear me clicking the ashtrays in there. They go, hurry up, grab your cigar, Rick's coming. You know, so I wouldn't throw it in the bucket, you know. So now I was just, like, if they're involved with something, I go, are you all set with that cigar?
Right.
But, you know, I'm all about organization and cleanliness.
And
you know?
always making people feel welcome.
Yeah.
That's another beautiful part of this shop that, again, like the experience I had in other shops, here's your cigar, bye. Right? Oh, we have chairs here, but bye. Right?
Or you'll get charged to sit or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's
yeah.
okay. Everybody, you know, been in business for a long, long time. I commend all the businesses out there, however you run them. Mm-hmm. You're still in business. That's great. We're all in this together. The cigar, you got to remember, no matter where we go, this cigar brought us together.
Yes.
And that's the camaraderie that I felt when I first started smoking. You know, and that's why I decided to open my own place because I wanted to do things a little bit different.
Right.
And
mix it up a little bit.
Mix it up. We have cornhole outside. We got darts. I have chess. There's a lot of things that you can get involved with, or if you want to just come in and go in the corner and read your book, or you want to talk to people, whatever you want to do. And football season's already started. Oof,
it's fun.
Let me tell you,
it's fun here on Sundays.
Oh, the last what was it? The Monday night with the Jets and the Bills.
Yes,
it was awesome. I had the Bills fans in one room, I had the Jets fans in the other room, right? And my buddy Jason is a diehard Jets fan. The next time the Jets play here, you got to come and experience this. It is you will have the time of your life.
Oh yeah,
he is absolutely amazing. I love Jason.
Yes,
and
Aaron Rodgers went down. You see one side of the building
he comes out with the flag. He's all happy. You know,
you see the other side of the building just.
It was sad, but
gone.
It was gone. But you know, it comes back. I hope he comes back.
Yes,
but you know. We'll see what happens,
but
football season's starting here, and every Sunday I have some food going on here.
Yeah,
I got specials going on with the cigars. There's a lot of actions, you know, Monday, Thursday, Sundays. If your favorite team is playing, come on in.
Come on in.
Because what I'm going to do, I'm not going to put it out now, but because I want you to come in, I want to surprise you with some things that I have going on. If you're a fan of that. And you'll see what I'm going to do. So I don't want to let it out yet. I want you to come here because you need to experience this. You know, because I've been even down in the city. I've been in cigar shops. Tomorrow night I am going to the Castle Lounge in NYC.
Oh,
I have to go do some business down there. The last time I was down there, I met the boxer Spinks. I met him. He fought Holmes. Okay, we had the time of our lives. So I'm trying to make a phone call to make sure that maybe he's there tomorrow night.
There we go.
And so we can reunite again.
Yes.
Because he was absolutely a pleasure to talk to.
Right.
But that was a connection in a cigar shop.
Yes.
You know.
Just sitting down with somebody, you don't even know his name, you didn't even know who he was.
No.
You just sit down, you're like, you did what?
Yeah. You fought Holmes, right? And he almost beat him. He almost did beat him. It was close. Damn. And if he did, that really would have.
Oh yeah.
You know. But he had such great stories in his boxing career and great guys. But those are the people you meet.
Those are the people you meet in cigar shops.
Absolutely.
You never know who you're going to run into here.
No.
Especially if you, again, step out of your comfort zone a little bit. And if you're okay with just being quiet and sitting in the corner, that's fine. But know that you can join in the conversation.
Yeah, because everybody here will make you feel great.
100%.
You'd be amazed.
Yes.
So anyway. You're smoking DBL, got the Punisher. So, and I have a full selection of all the cigars in here. If your cigar isn't in here, please let me know. I had a gentleman come in tonight. He wanted a Baccarat. I was out of them. I will make sure on my next order that the Baccarat will be in that humidor. Period.
Yes.
Okay. I put it on my list. I already wrote it down.
Perfect.
Done.
Yes.
Okay. Because because I listen to people. You have to listen.
Yes.
You know, listen to what they're looking for.
Right.
Give them what they want.
Yes. And I mean,
You
that's the part of business that a lot of people miss out on is, they think, well, I like this product, so I know everything about it. If you don't listen to the people that are coming into your business, then you don't have a business.
You're not gonna have a business.
You just have a self-wanting pity party, I guess. I
Yeah.
don't even know what you would call that.
I mean, look what's going on in this techie world. Like, hardly ever talk to anybody anymore.
Right.
You're on your phone. It comes to your door. It's this. It's,
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're kind of losing that kind of communication. But that's not the way I was brought up.
No,
Okay.
no.
But at one time I was a little shy too.
Yeah.
But now, we're here one time,
Yes.
and you gotta find out a lot of things about yourself. Let's go. Look, just Mustafa himself, what he's done. All the people in this shop, I've seen them grow in 4 years. Unbelievable how they came out of their shells. We're outside playing cornhole, like they never touched a bag before. I go, get over here, throw this thing, right? Now every time we play, they're here playing. I get you out there. We got to get out there.
And you sparked that inspiration. That's why we're doing this.
Yeah.
Because you have that energy that I didn't want to see just in this box. In this box or in your other box, because you are, like you said, a workaholic. You make time for the businesses. But this is also part of the business, expanding your voice, getting it out there to a bunch of people who are listening. They want to hear it. They need that energy in their life, and this is timeless.
Because I got that energy before too, and then all of a sudden I went off to the wayside.
Right.
It was like I'm gonna lift weights. I went to the gym, and all of a sudden I stopped the gym.
Right.
Before I started this place, I said, can I leave my first business, and can I go to the second one and still do a good job? Okay, that was my one thing that was really in my head. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to smoke cigars anyway.
Yeah.
So I said, hey, let's give it a run. And lo and behold, we are 4 years coming up end of the month.
4 years.
4 years. So I had a pretty good idea that things would be fine because I'm going to make them fine. All my customers and everybody that comes in here, they know what to expect when you come in here.
Yes.
They know that it's going to be a clean place.
Yes.
They know it's going to be organized. They know that the coffees are there, the waters are there. You want to get a locker, you can get a locker. Whatever you want to do. I got plenty of TVs. You can sit in any room you want. That was my one thing, and then, now it's just routine, man. It's just awesome. All right, so anyway, we don't want to bore these people too much.
Yeah, let's get right into it. So let's get into some topics tonight. We're going to go over...
Let's rock and roll.
Yes. Let's talk about the overnight successes. Let's see. Everyone believes that it happens overnight, right?
Yep.
Everyone's like, well, I tried the business thing, but after the first 3 or 4 months, nothing came of it. No one was buying anything. No one was communicating with me. I tried the marketing. I tried this. I tried that. And it just didn't work. Try longer. 3 to 4 months is not enough time. 1 year is not enough time.
No. It
is
not.
You haven't even started yet at 1 year. At 1 year, you're just dipping your toes still into different waters. You're still learning how to file everything. You may not even have your LLC set up at 1 year, right?
Right.
So what do you say to people who come to you and say, hey, I've been trying this thing out for 3 or 4 months. I don't think it's for me.
You're just not passionate enough. You got to believe in yourself. You know, it's like I talk to a lot of people in here, and I go, when you go to make a decision, look behind you. Who's going to make it? There's nobody there. You have to make it. And if you can't make that decision, find the person you can talk to help you make that decision.
That's right.
Okay, reach out. You don't reach out and get asked the questions. That was always my problem. I never asked questions. I said, I know everything. I got this. Right? Cocooned myself.
Right.
And then it didn't work too well. Okay? Didn't work too well. All right? Everybody has a piece of something where all of a sudden you can go, wow, I use that information.
Right.
So you can't get discouraged because obviously you have some of that blood in you. Let's get it flowing.
Right.
All right?
Yeah. You started this.
You started it. A lot of people will say, you ain't going to make it. The old, you're not going to make it.
Right.
Right? Well, here I am 30 years later in the jewelry business.
Yep.
Okay, and in the beginning, I'm not saying it was easy, but I love jewelry
Yes.
and I love cigars. Okay, so it's working.
Yes.
Okay,
Slowly but surely. And that, that brings up another good point is people trying to keep up with other people.
yeah, you can't.
Like, oh, well, I saw this business start up. I want to start it because I'm also passionate about that. Well, they did 50K their first year and we did 5. It's like, okay, are you still passionate about it? Do you still deeply care about this, or did you only care about the money in the first place?
Yeah, that's the problem. The money is nice, but to be responsible, the money will come if you work the business.
Yes.
Okay, you gather up all the right contacts, the right people. Do your time. You got to do your time. I love doing my time.
That's right.
Where else can you go? Do a great podcast with a great guy, right? Smoke a cigar in your own place.
Yeah.
How can it get any better? But I got news for you. It's going to get better.
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to keep improving.
Right. We're going to keep going a little at a time. I can remember when I first started my first business there, in my mind, I was like, I'm going to be a millionaire in 2 years. I'm a millionaire. I'm going to have all this money. It's great. Well, I'm going to tell you something. I appreciate it more now than I did even 10 years ago. Okay? Because I had to go through the growth
Yes.
of the business.
Yes.
The old saying is, I'll throw it out there, you got to crawl before you walk before you run before you sprint before you rocket. If I gotten $1 million in 2 years, I probably would have maybe messed stuff up because I'm Mr. Big Man now. I got all this money.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, that's nice, but then you're not you no more.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
I don't care how much money you have. Money is a part of life.
Yes.
Make it grow. Business it's a trial and error, but we're here to tell you about things that will help you not make the mistakes that I made.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
It's like you started your business.
Yes.
He's doing phenomenal. Okay? Phenomenal. Took the suggestions. It's just experience. Okay?
It's
It's
slowly but
experience.
surely.
All right? I did all the pain. Okay? I don't want people to go, you're going to feel some pain, but you don't have to feel as much pain as I felt. And that's why I'm so happy today, because I got to the other side and I respect the businesses, I respect the people, and everything around it. Successful is being happy.
Right.
That's
what it really boils down to. And I think we kind of lost a little bit of that because, and again, it's that double-edged sword, social media. A lot of people, you see them, out on boats, you see them out in their big mansions and they're fawing happiness and all of this other stuff. But at the end of the day, that's not you. Like I'll give you an example. If you were to get a mansion and a big boat and, a party life and whatever, right? Who are you?
You're just somebody else.
Right.
You're not you.
You're not you. You don't really want that. That's not what you really aspire to have. You can, hey, I want to take a weekend out and do that. Sure. But really, you just want to live in a mansion and go on your boat and that's it? That's your life? That's the end of it? That's your story?
If you get there
yes.
and you have that.
Yes. If you've built to that
right.
and that's a part of you, perfect.
Yeah.
But that can't be your whole existence. That can't be the whole reason you live.
No.
Is, I got my mansion. I got my boat. That's it. Come on. There's more to the story there.
No, business it's a birthing. Like I said, you go every day. You take care of it. You ask questions. You get with the right people.
Right.
And lo and behold, it will work. I know a couple people who just started up their businesses. They come to me all the time and they ask me a lot of questions. I got all the time in the world for you for that. Because I want you to succeed. A couple girls right down the plaza area just started up, doing a phenomenal job. She came to me, asked me a lot of questions. I said, I'll just throw some things out to you, implement them, take it from there.
Yes. And that's what it's supposed to be about, right?
Yeah.
If you're really passionate about it, you're not going to sit in a brand new shop that you've never been in before, that you never you don't know how to run a shop yet. You're going to go ask people. And I'm sure you saw that immediately when she came up and asked. It's just like, oh, you're serious about this.
She was serious. So you got my time.
Right.
I knew she was all in.
Yes.
Okay.
There it is.
She was all in. This is going to be her livelihood, and she's great at it. She's already doing great.
Yes.
Okay.
That's beautiful.
And I love hearing that because you can get me 24/7.
Anytime.
So, anytime. You can come in here and have a cigar with me.
Yeah.
Let's sit down and we'll rap.
Sit down. Let's talk numbers. Let's talk business. Let's just talk.
Just talk. You
Yeah.
know, never be afraid. I was always afraid to ask questions. I ask many questions. All right, that's how we all learn. You can go to Google and ask all these things, but you're not going to get the real life experience, the real feelings of business. There was a gentleman that started. Remember that? I think it was last episode. He called right before we went on the podcast. And he asked me some questions.
Yes.
And he started up, and he's starting to roll.
Yes.
Okay.
He's getting moving along.
He's getting moving along. He said, "I'm going to do this." He has young kids. I had young kids at the time. When's it a good time? Now is the good time.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Okay.
Don't wait until they're 4 or 5. Don't wait until they're 2 or 3.
Do it now.
What are you waiting for?
If I listened to other people, I never would have probably had the jewelry store. I wouldn't be here right now. All right. I listened to the right people. I talked to the people who were like, "Hey, Rick, that is a great idea. I'll be there a day at a time with it."
That's all there is to it.
And hopefully as we grow in the podcast, we'll be able to answer more questions for you.
Yes. Yes.
Because we're all in with this. So that's good. So we rambled on.
Yes.
I hope we take care of that question. We're pretty good with that. All
so
right.
again, talking about that overnight success.
Yeah, the overnight. Like I said, all of a sudden you got it all. What are you going to do with it?
Right.
Okay. Good.
What's the
Okay.
point?
All right. And if that did happen, go open another business.
Yeah. Do it again.
Do it again.
Do it again.
Right.
If you're that good and you could do it once, you could do it twice, 3, 5, 20.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
I love that. But always remember time management. If you go too big, you start losing a little control. Okay. And then you got problems. I don't like problems. Okay. That's why we go like this. We go nice and easy. You call me the turtle. The rabbit doesn't win the race, the turtle does.
Right.
Okay. So you go nice and easy, nice and slow.
Yes.
People go, "Rick, wow, every time I come in here, you're always changing something up. You got something over here and there," because I'm always thinking about how can I improve it just a little bit better. Okay.
Slowly but surely.
That's it.
So let's move into what keeps you motivated. What every single day keeps that clock turning, that fire burning, what makes you get out of bed every single day? Because some days it'll be this, some days it'll be that. But what's behind it all? What's
people.
really pushing you?
The people.
It's the people, right?
It's the people.
It's the people that
the people that I met, the
Yes.
people that made me grow. I get up because I'm responsible for a lot of things. People depend on me. I respect that. If I wasn't here tonight, or I said, I'm going to take the night off. I'll see you guys next week.
Right.
Hey, where'd Rick go? Where's Rick? How come he's not around? What happened? That's not good.
Right.
Okay. If you're an absent business owner, you get absent growth.
Right.
Okay.
Absent paychecks.
Absent, yeah. You're absent. So what gets me up is the challenge of seeing who you really are, what you really got, what you got.
Yeah.
Let's see what you got.
There we go.
All right.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right. See what you got. Did I know I was going to have a cigar shop? No. Okay. Did I know I was going to be a jeweler? No. 30 years later, I have people, it's all about referrals. You come in, you're leaving a 2-carat diamond. Okay. You come into the cigar shop. What about this cigar? That cigar?
Right.
You got to know. That's what gets me up is the education and the people.
Yes.
I love the people. Fun you can have. All right.
Yeah.
So,
and I see that mirrored already in the business that I started up here. Spoke to one person, did an amazing job for her. Person who was involved in that project just said, "Hey, can you do something else for me?" I was like, "Okay, let's make it happen." Referral.
All you got is your name.
That's it.
That's what gets me out of bed.
Yes. What kind of support system do you need to build?
Well, your support system, again, are the people that you're going to meet. Okay? That's your support system. All right? You're your own support system. Okay?
Right.
You have to support yourself first.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Then the rest follows. Support system is everybody that's in this place right now. Everybody that walks in that door on Altamont Avenue. They are my support system.
Yes.
They pump me.
Right.
Okay? I had this young girl come in today. She was a younger girl.
Mm-hmm.
It was an expensive piece for her age. She hemmed and hawed a little bit, but she knew the deal was good. The quality was there. It was done.
Right.
I made sure that it's going to be 100%. That's it.
Right.
Now she just made me grow.
Right.
All right?
And you helped her out.
I helped her out.
Right.
She got what she wanted. Top of the line. That's it. It's that simple. Education. Keep educating yourself. All your customers are very smart today.
Yes, they are.
They are. I remember when I first started, they definitely knew more than me because I didn't know anything. Okay? So I'm standing there like a guppy in a shark bin. All right? All right? And I just kept fending through it. But I had to keep asking questions. Hey, how's this? How's this? How do I do this? How do I do this? Same in the cigar business. I observed, I watched, I listened, learned from all the people. The people will be your support system.
Yes.
You're support. You have to support and make sure you're ready to roll. But the people are the ones that give you your support system.
Right.
Bottom line.
And that's what, that kind of branches off to another question that I have for you now. I'm sure during the first couple of years of business, you had some aficionados come in here and, they turn their nose up or they just say, maybe you don't know what you're talking about kind of deal. How did you deal with those kinds of customers? How do you deal with difficult customers?
Well, I have tools. I have people who can answer those questions. Okay? If I don't know, I'm not going to try to fudge it through. I'm going to say, hey, look, I have this gentleman right here. He's going to help you along with some stuff. Or I have this person here that's going to help you along with this stuff.
Right.
If I cannot do it, I'm not going to try to literally blow smoke. Okay? Because I'm not going to do that to anybody. I leave it to the professionals. That's why I built professionals around me. Built a circle of the greatest people here, Mustafa being one of them. And I have a bunch of people out there, which will be on the podcast. You'll meet them as we go along. Then you're going to see why Castle's is so successful, because we care. All right? We care about, we're just not going to not know what's going on.
Yeah. Education and, honesty.
Yeah.
Just be honest with people.
I was honest.
Yeah.
If I don't know, I'm not going to,
I'm sure they respected that more than
Yeah.
if you tried to BS your way through it.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Right.
Because they know more than me.
Exactly.
And I respect that. I'm going to learn from them.
Right.
They're going to teach me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So let's move on to our next section here. How do you stay focused in the era of social media? How do you stay focused on what you need to do?
In social, what do you mean, like as far as?
A new 21 to 29-year-old, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even 30-year-old. You grew up, you have a phone in your hand 99.9% of the time, right? You're
Oh,
always
yeah.
looking down at this.
Yeah.
You're not looking at the world around you
I'm
anymore.
my next business, I'm gonna be a chiropractor. Because everybody's like this, I'm gonna have to straighten your neck out. So I might be
Adjusting some backs. But people are always looking at their phone. We'll make a list and then you'll just be on social media and you'll be like, oh, dang, I didn't get to that. I didn't get to that. I didn't get to that because I was just doing this, passive scrolling, whatever. How do you stay focused on what you need to do?
Well,
What would you tell somebody that's going through something like that?
Well, the first thing when we're talking with somebody or whatever, we put the phones down.
Yes.
That's the first thing we do
Yes.
because we're gonna talk.
Right.
All right. So it's put the phone down.
Right.
Got to listen. Social media is a powerful tool if you use it correctly.
Right.
I mean, let's face it. I could post a cigar that's coming out. I can do this. I can do that. I could post everything because we are on our phones all the time. But when it comes down to it, you still have to talk to people. You're not going to get every answer on that phone.
Focus.
Focus.
Focus on what's being said.
Right. I'll be talking to somebody and they're like, they're still on their phone and stuff. I go, can you put that phone down for a minute? Because, I had to put the phone down.
Right.
All right. There's a time and a place for your phone. But if you're really serious about opening a business and staying in business, put the phone down, listen.
Yes.
And then you can put your lists in the phone.
Right.
I mean, that phone's got everything.
That's
right?
what I have
Your
here. I
notes,
have a
your
list
phone.
open.
Yeah. He's already got the list of all the questions that people called in on, ready, prepared.
Yes. Right.
So, did I answer that question right?
Yes. Yes. I think it's just
good,
put the phone down.
Yeah.
Take a moment.
Take a moment.
Yeah. And what I've done over the last week, because again, I've been trying to go as hard as possible on this business, I actually just turned off Wi-Fi and I turned off mobile data on my phone. And I put it into, Androids have this mode. I don't know if iPhones do. It's called focus mode. No notifications come in unless it's a text message or a call from an ICE contact in case of emergency contact. So no one is calling me. Nobody's texting me. Nobody's emailing me unless it's an emergency.
Right.
That's
Very
it.
good.
And now I can just laser focus on what I need to do. And this last week, that's all I have been. As I have every one of my tasks done probably 3 hours before I ever would have.
That's perfect.
Because I don't sit here and do this of, what's happening here? What's doing this? What are these people doing? What is happening here? It's just put it down. Relax.
Put it down.
You don't need it.
You want a business? Focus. All right.
And
next, what do we got?
How do you handle emotional highs and lows in business?
Ooh, that's a good one. Because let me tell you, during the day, I could be like this. Okay? All of a sudden, something really good, then something bad happened. You have to control your mind. You have to control your emotions. Okay? You can't get out there. Because you get out there, the customer gets out there. All right? You got to stay balanced the best you can. If you're getting, like, it's happened to me more than I wanted. All right? All of a sudden, this happened and someone got upset or this, that. You know what I do? I go outside. I take a walk around the building. Or I'll get in my car, because I can for a few minutes, whatever, get in my car, take a ride. A 2-minute ride. Go around a couple blocks, maybe pick up a coffee or something. Then you come down. Okay?
So you
then
can decompress.
Right, decompress.
Okay.
Because if you stay in that moment with all that chaos going on, it just builds more chaos.
Yes.
So what I do is I take myself right out of the equation. I'm out.
Done.
I'm out. I'll see you in a few minutes. Then if we still need to continue a little bit, we'll talk about it more calmly, and we shake hands, and everybody's good. All right? Because let's face it, in this day and age, there are a lot of emotions going on.
Yes.
Okay?
Absolutely.
But the balance part is just get yourself out of that equation.
So just take yourself completely out of it for a moment.
I'm out. I'm out. There's an old saying, it's called stick and move. Okay?
It's old boxing.
Yeah, stick and move. You get in there, you can converse a little bit, so something's going a little array or something's going on here. Walk away.
That's right.
Walk away. Professionally. Say, look, I'll be back in 1 minute. And they will respect that.
Right.
All right? Always be in control. You have to be in control at all times. And then this doesn't happen as much.
Right.
Okay?
There's no roller coaster anymore.
Yeah. I get dizzy on roller coasters. But yeah, it's being a professional.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, do you deal with emotional highs the same way? So if you get too high, that can be the same detriment as being too low.
If something great happened, you know what I do?
What's that?
I share it with other people. Okay?
Yes.
I'll share it with them. I'll go, this happened today? It was great. It was unreal.
Right.
And then the other people go, wow. Like when I walked in here tonight,
Yeah.
I was talking, I'm going to New York City tomorrow. I got a lot of things going on. They were listening to everything I was saying because it was important that it was a great high for me.
Yes.
And they were very interested in what I was doing because people see the growth.
Right.
You got to share your high because then when they left the store tonight, they left even in a better mood than probably when they were here.
Yes.
Because I didn't leave them on a note like, all right, I'll see you again.
I'll see you next week.
All right. Have a good night. Bye. No. Left them on a good note. And that's part of being focused.
Yes. Keeping your emotions under control.
Keep your emotions under control.
Being a professional.
And like before we started the podcast, I was all whoo, and then Mustafa goes to me, Rick, keep that emotion going. I go, yeah, but I gotta balance here. I gotta balance out a little bit.
It's up here.
Yeah,
I was like a 15,
right? So I'm so excited that that we're doing this.
Yes.
Procrastination. All right, we all procrastinate. Come on, I still do it. Everybody does it.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
but if you take a little bit of that procrastination out of your life and level that down a little bit and channel it into other things, watch what happens. That's all I got for you. Just you got the greatest things coming in your life if you just follow the experience.
Yes.
Just follow the experience.
Follow the experience.
I learned from the past people. Okay?
Right.
I listened to them all.
Right.
All right? Because they were just so full of knowledge that I was a big sponge. And I had to soak it all in.
Yes.
And then when you soaked it all in, you ever see a sponge?
Yeah.
What happens when it's all soaked in?
It starts expanding.
It starts expanding, right?
Yeah.
And then it gets really full. It starts dripping out, right? Because that's the success of that sponge.
Right. And then that goes into the next sponge.
Yeah.
Always stay even keel with your emotions. And that's how you do it. I have nothing better to say than that. That was the highs and lows of business are a roller coaster. I'm excited to get to learn those in a in-person business versus affiliate marketing, because affiliate marketing is just you're on your own and there's a lot of lows and very little highs. It's just, you see the numbers go up, you're like, yeah, and then you see the numbers come crashing down. You're like, well, here we go again.
But then you got right back on the horse.
Yes.
And
you do it again.
You went forward.
Yes. And with an in-person business, it's amazing, because the highest, this is the best I felt, is when I produce a piece of content or I produce a video that my customer is in love with, and they just champion me to people around them. Like, that makes me feel the best, more than even any kind of paycheck that I can get out of it. It's just, okay, so you love the time that I spent doing this and perfecting this. That's what I appreciate the most out of it.
Absolutely.
It's an unreal feeling. Absolutely unreal. Let's move into some questions that we have here. We got 4 questions to go through.
Okay, what else we got?
How do you make time for fun? I feel like I'm always working and not living anymore. This comes from Jason off the website.
Well, Jay, I missed out on a lot of things, okay? Because all of a sudden, I'm ready to walk out of the store and the phone rang. And I was like, I'll get it tomorrow. No, I got to pick up the phone. Okay? It's time management. That's how you can go on vacation. That's how you can get your time off. Like I said, I just went away for 4 days, 5 days, whatever it was. I got back. Guess what? The places were still here. Because you know why they were still here? Because everybody knew I was going, and I planned to let them know I was going.
Right.
And everybody knew what they had to do before I left. Being boss is, I'm an employee every day. I'm an employee.
Right.
I'm not a boss. I'm a boss, but I'm not a boss.
Right.
Okay. I'm an employee. I'm going to work just as hard as everybody else. And everybody who is involved in any business that you have, that you start up, make sure they're kind of like you. Okay? They got to be like you.
Yes.
If you don't see them doing certain things that you're doing, you have to say, hey, you got to do this. And it's all about grooming. Groom yourself. Like, I'm so groomed, that's why I can take a little time off now, because my stuff is done to the best of my ability. Things aren't going to go perfect.
No.
There's always going to be a job or this or that.
Yeah.
It's just life.
That it happens.
As a business owner, you have to really take the time away to refocus and come back. Like when I came back from Arizona, I was a whole different person. I got to tell you that. Unbelievable.
You are glowing today.
Yeah, because I got, my two sons took me.
Right.
It was my son's bachelor party. And they took me because they said, Dad, we got to get you out of Rotterdam. You're coming. And let me tell you something. I had the greatest time. I spent time with them. Because when I first started the business, it had me all in.
Right.
All right? Because you want it to succeed.
Right.
And you are going to work hard. You're going to do these things.
Yes.
But the fruits will come if you stay with it. I don't watch a lot of TV, but we saw that movie,
Wolf of Wall Street?
Wolf of Wall Street. I don't know if anybody's ever seen that, but if you haven't, you got to watch it, right? It was absolutely amazing. And I took so many good things out of that.
It's a great movie.
It was a great movie.
Well directed. That's Leo's in that, right? Leo
Yeah. He was phenomenal. Crazy. Talk about highs and lows.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! Right? It finally caught up to him, though. Okay, caught up to him because he didn't stay balanced.
Right.
He got too high, literally. There's a lot of things in business of the cans and the can not do's.
Those sporadic days, your friend set you up at 2 p.m., said, hey, you want to go out to this bar at 6 p.m. when you're running a business? Those days are over.
No.
You're not doing that anymore.
No.
If they said, hey, next week, can you make some time for us to, go hang out? Okay.
Then I'm going to plan that time to go.
Yes.
There were a lot of times they say, hey, Rick, there's a golf tournament on Monday. Can you come play in our foursome? Well, Mondays, to me, are the start of the week. To me, Mondays are the most important day.
Right.
I'm never going to take a Monday off because Monday sets the tone for the week. Then when you get into the later part of the week, then you might be able to take a little time.
Right.
Because you took care of all that prior.
Exactly.
All right. Then you can go and mingle or have fun, whatever you want to do on your own personal time because you earned it.
Right.
Okay. Right. You earned your time. There's only two choices in life.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you got?
You can be an employee or you can be an owner. That's it. Okay. I was on both sides of the coin. Ownership is a respectful thing that you have to do. You have to respect your business. You do that, you stay on it, you can go take the time.
Right.
You earned it.
Yeah. You can enjoy some of those fruits that you helped grow.
Yeah. I can remember when I first started, I wasn't as organized as I am today.
Right.
All of a sudden, I'd be like, I can't leave the store because they're going to call me, this, that. Why am I leave? Well, I can't leave.
Felt like a prisoner.
Right. Take care of your stuff. Make your list. Get your stuff done. Like I made, before I went on that trip, I probably made 25 calls to all my customers. I made appointments afterwards when I came back, so everything's all good. I'm going to be so busy Saturday. I'm going to be so busy Saturday, but those 6 hours are going to go like that. What I'm going to do Saturday, and I always talk about, not to project, but in business you have to go some days out.
Right.
You have to plan.
Yeah.
But I know Saturday is going to be a great day already.
Right.
So I'm already getting out of bed. You follow me?
Yeah.
I don't care if it's raining, snowing, the sun's out, doesn't matter. I'm going to be there.
You're already at Saturday right now.
I'm there. And then Sunday I'm off. And then Sunday I get to have fun. Okay? Because I did my tough stuff on Monday, cruise through the week, so I'm ready for Sunday. So basically I go a week at a time. October 15th, do I know what's going to happen? No. So why am I there? I'm here right now. So take care of things now, and then
you'll be able to enjoy it.
Then you can sleep at night.
And Jason, I think that's
that answered it.
Best answers to your question there. Like Rick was saying, if your question is really aimed towards you work all the time and you just don't know when to take time off, I think that's the best answer there. But if your question is more of where I was thinking it was, of, hey, my friends are asking me to do all these things, it's like, well, do your friends own a business? I bet they don't. And if they do, are they an absent business owner?
If they were in business 5-10 years, then they earn that time off.
Yes.
Maybe at that time, maybe that friend will say to you, hey, you need a hand.
That's a real friend right there.
Okay, that'd be someone to say, hey, can I help you out with anything?
Yeah. Now that's a friend you would want to keep around.
Yeah.
Those are
There's far
the
and few
friends.
between.
Yes.
But if that does happen, it's a gift.
Next question up here. Oh, this is a fun one. What's your favorite football teams?
Well, back in the day, I was never like a true blue friend like Jason with the Jets.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Or my son is Buffalo Bills. I was never like there. I kind of surveyed it, and
Right.
you know, I enjoy watching it. One time I did like San Francisco 49ers because Montana was there
Yep.
back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas, Staubach.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
we're going back. I'm aging myself, but you know what? I'm really only 25 here, okay?
Yeah. There you go. He's younger than me.
But, you know, so I don't have like a staple football team.
Right.
You know what I do? Like when Sunday football's here,
What's that?
I love watching all these guys with their teams. It is the greatest. I love watching them because they are engulfed into their team, and I respect that. Like I said, last Monday was the Jets and the Bills.
Yes. You absolutely have to be here for a Jets game.
Yeah,
You just come into the shop.
I don't know when the Jets play again, but if they do, you got to come here because you're gonna love it. And I'm gonna do. You say that you saw me on the podcast,
Yes.
and you come in here and you watch a Jets game. Watch what I do for you.
There we
Okay.
go.
That's what. Watch. This is gonna be awesome.
Now we're cooking.
Okay.
Now we
we're
got
cooking,
it.
Okay. Because that's what I like to do. I like to have fun.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's all about fun.
That's what we're here for. You gotta
Yeah.
have some fun.
Have some fun.
For me, I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan. Just old school. I like defense. I like that smash mouth football that's just gonna punch people in the face and win the game. Defense wins championships. That's what the Ravens prove two
Yeah.
times in a row.
2 times in a row.
So we'll see. Yeah, I mean, both of their quarterbacks they didn't exist when they
Yeah.
won Super Bowls. So
You know, it's like in basketball, right? I'm starting to get into basketball, and I was talking to this one guy. He said, "You know what makes a basketball team? What makes a basketball team?
defense.
The center
Yeah. Okay.
and the guard.
Ooh.
Okay,
I like
those two
that.
players. If you have a great center and you have a great guard, you're going to win.
Yeah. Look at
Okay.
the Lakers with Shaq and Kobe.
Okay, guard,
Center.
Okay, so a football team, you're talking defense.
Yes.
You got a great defense.
That's
They're
it.
going to stop the score.
Right.
So now your other team has a chance to score.
Yes.
You know, so
That's it.
coming here and watching the game with all these guys and girls, oh my God, it's
It's hilarious
It's-
and it is so much fun.
it's hilarious.
Number 3. Oh, here we go. Thank you, Dave. Ask Rick to tell the rest of the fishing story.
Yeah, because last episode, I think the last one we talked about when my father was in the boat and we used to go like this, and I take the motor and whoosh, like that, and my father would go like this and almost go out of the boat. And,
Yeah.
oh my God, it was hilarious. But yeah, Dave, let me tell you, I think I was 12 at the time. We'd get a stringer full of fish, right? We'd have bass on there, some perch, you know, small mouths, large mouths, right?
Yeah.
Maybe have 12 on the stringer, right? So I always controlled the motor. We didn't have a lot of money when we were growing up.
Right.
My father bought a 10-horse motor, I think it was. You know, you had to pull it to start it, right? We're in a rowboat, for God's sakes, right? So I go to start it, and it just went boom, boom, boom. I said, what the heck, right? So and it stopped again. And I really cranked on it, started up, and then he's like, right? Well, what happened, the fish got behind the propeller, right?
Oh, no.
Now my father was an avid fisherman. We were up at 4 a.m, okay, and we were out there. All of a sudden, I picked up the stringer, and all that was left were the heads of the fish. Okay. I can still see my father's face, right? Hilarious. All right. Those are the memories you never forget. But thanks, Dave, for throwing that question out there because
Thank you,
you know,
Dave.
Glen Lake was a big part. My father loved to fish. You know, for me, I'm a golfer. You know, like I said, my boys, we just went out to Arizona. I probably never would have gone if they didn't take me. You know, so I'm having golfing with them instead of fishing. So it's, but yeah, I took that. Oh my God, that was hilarious. Dave and I had so many great times up there, and I'll tell you one more. This wasn't on it, but real quick, because I don't want to bore you guys. But this one, my father used to work for New York State, and you know back then he made some money, and that was his vacation. So he bought this new plug from Ellsworth. It was a hula popper. It was called a hula popper, right?
Who's that?
Well, you cast it.
Oh,
and
okay,
then
okay.
It would kind of pop in the water.
All right.
It would pop, like,
Yeah.
right? So and then it would sink, and then it would come up back up. But it sank, and it got caught on something in like 12 feet of water, 10 feet of water. So when something gets stuck, you got to circle it, and you got to kind of keep going like this to try to get it out, right? Well, it wasn't coming out, right? So you can see the bottom there, and so my father goes, "Hey, Rick, can you go down there and get that plug?" I go, "What? Are you kidding me?" Right? What do? I strip down to my underwear. I follow the line down, and I got that damn hula popper. Okay?
Oh, man.
Because it was like an $8 plug or whatever, whatever it was, right? Those are the fishing stories. That's thanks, Dave, for bringing back those great memories. And and Dave, I've known Dave for probably 30 years now. Just a top of line guy. His brother Greg, he has a band, Crying Out Loud, phenomenal band. If you ever get the chance to see him,
check out their website.
Check the website.
They have some live performances they do. They do a lot of great covers.
He revamped it. He does a lot of Billy Joel now. And just a great showman on the stage. I also want to throw out one more Tom Verini. Tom, thank you. You came to the store. If you're ever going to watch this, yep, 666. Yeah, baby. We know all about it. Rock and roll, Ronnie James Dio. All right. So, all right. Tom used to be the drummer, right? He was the drummer. Now he's the front man. He can sing any 80s rock and roll song, from Ozzy to Dio to Judas Priest. Unbelievable. So if you get a chance to see him too, he's awesome. So
go check them out.
So, but see how that all trickled into greatness? The people that you cultivated over the years. One person told me that every day you're a farmer. You're a farmer every day. And I said, "What do you mean I'm a farmer? That's hot. I don't want to be a farmer. I don't want to be out there." What you do is everybody you talk to, you're planting a seed. Seeds grow. You got to water them, give them some sunlight. So in business, you got to plant the seed, keep in contact, take care of them, and watch them grow. And in business, if it grows that high, you just take a little off, a little at a time. Right. A lot of people just take the crop and whoosh,
right to the root.
Right to the root.
Now you got to start all over.
Then you got to start all over. That's not good. I don't want to start over. But every day you're a farmer. Plant your seeds, meet the people, network. Sometimes I talk so much. It's funny too. People will take their phone and go, "Rick, I got to take this call." I know that I talk too much sometimes, but I'm so excited about so many things. Like yourself, when we first started talking, you really listened. I could tell by your mannerisms, your eyes, your composure, all that stuff that you listened, and now you're growing.
Yes.
That seed was planted. Planted a seed in me, vice versa.
Yes.
And that's why we're here at the Castle.
We're at the Castle.
266 Hamburg Street. 2,600 square feet of fun.
All the time.
All the time.
All the time.
Okay.
Last question here. What are some things that you can do to cut costs in a shop? Now, this one comes from Greg off the website.
Thanks, Greg. You know what? That question is something that I learned that changed everything in my business. You ready for you're not going to read this in any books. No one's ever going to tell you this stuff, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to go to your ledger and you're going to look at all your expenses, from your electric to your insurance to your cost of goods to your supplies, everything. Pull up your ledger, print it out, and look at each one by one and say, how can I cut that? Okay? How can I cut that? So my cost of goods, how can I cut that? Well, I cut that by my budget. I'm not going to overspend. Your electric bill, go on a budget. Call National Grid. Call them up and say, "Hey, I want to go on a budget." Because your bill in a business can run anywhere from especially nowadays, $1,200 to $1,500 a month. Okay? You go on a budget, guess what? It's about $800 a month. Okay? That's $400 or $500 in the business that you can use. Your insurances. Okay? Call around different insurances, get different quotes. Okay? You can cut insurance. There's staples in a business that you're not going to get away from Spectrum, National Grid, your cost of goods.
Right.
Okay? What you make a mistake on is if you're just buying this and then buying that, or something that you're taking a chance on. You could take a chance on that later when you have a little bit of a bankroll. Pull up your ledger, look at all your expenses, and then you'll say, how can I cut that? And that's what you do.
Mm.
And then if you don't know, you call and ask someone
Yes.
how you cut it.
Right.
I just gave you National Grid.
That's it. I mean, that just saved you $400 possibly every single month.
400 times 12 is what?
4,800.
4,800 in the business. Your inventory. Do you really have to have that? If someone asks for it, I'm going to put it in because I know it will sell. I'm not going to sit on dead inventory. I'm not going to do that. When I first started both businesses, I kind of just went by what I heard all the years. But now I listen to everybody and I put in there what they're requesting.
Right.
All right?
Right.
That's how you can cut your costs.
Mm.
So pull your ledger up. That's how you cut costs. Payroll. Payroll is a big one.
Yes.
All right? Guess what? You're there for 8 hours. You're going to work for 3 hours, 6 hours, 5 hours, or you're going to work 8 hours. Or you're going to pay someone else to sit around. Do it yourself.
Most of these things you can do yourself.
You can do yourself.
Yes.
I clean ashtrays. I vacuum. I clean toilets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Right.
I fill things, do things. Do it yourself.
Mm.
Especially when you first start out in business. Okay? That's how you're going to cut your costs. Do it yourself. Call it Goya. What's Goya mean? I put you on the spot, didn't
Goya, I don't know.
I? Goya? Get off your ass.
There it is.
Okay? A lot of people, they just sit around. You know, I have a saying here. I go, I got an AC. They go, Rick, what are you talking about, AC? AC is what?
Always closing.
Always closing. Someone gets up, give them 10, 15 minutes, go clean it up. Jewelry store, I wipe down the counters. They left. I'm always closing. So when it comes closing time, I just do my normal routine. I lock the door, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.
You close on time.
On time.
Because you're always closing.
Always closing. Okay? Little tidbits. Because I want to go home. All right? I want to get some sleep.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So I'm fresh for the next day. So I don't waste a lot of time. Time wasted. You can't get that time back. I can't get back the last 5 years. But I know what I did, and I'm not going to do that again. I'm going to move forward.
Right.
So AC
That's
and
right.
Goya.
AC and Goya.
There you go.
There you go. That's how you can cut costs in your business.
That's how you do it.
Easiest way to do it. Biggest takeaway for me from this podcast today, absolutely have to say, putting down your phone when you have a conversation with somebody. And I'll tell a bit of a personal story on that. Recently went on a date, and the person took their phone, put it in their pocket, and said, "We're just gonna have a conversation."
Perfect.
Those are the people you want around you. Those are the people you want to do business with. Those are the people you want in your life. They say, no other distractions, just you and I. Let's have this conversation.
We're going to get to the nuts and bolts.
Yes.
And it's not going to hurt.
Right.
It won't hurt.
Right.
The hurt you'll feel is a growing pain. I'm like Arnold Schwarzenegger right now.
Yeah.
Okay? All the pain and the growth I have. All right? But it's here.
Yes.
Okay? Use your mind. Ask questions.
Yes.
Hang with the right people. Look around you as you build your empire. Those are the people that built it for you, too. Maybe someone in your family took you to the side and really talked to you, or a good friend. But I listen to everybody because someone might blather on for 15 minutes, but that's why I stick and move. Let them finish, because you might take something away that you go, wow, I'm going to try that. I think we did pretty good,
Yeah.
This is another month went by.
We're just cooking through these now.
End of September, like I said, I got my 4-year anniversary. I know this isn't going to show till in October, but if you come in and say you saw this podcast,
Yes.
I will give you the special that we ran that night.
There we go.
Okay, I will do that. Tell me, come in, say, Rick, I saw your podcast with Mustafa, and I'm here to get that special you were talking about.
That's the Cigars at the Castle special right here.
Right there.
There we go.
All right?
Now,
So,
I'm so happy that we did this again this month. I'm glad that we're going to keep doing this every single month going forward. Next month, we're thinking about having a new guest on.
yeah, we're going to have somebody here next month.
Yes. Next month they're gonna
because
they're
you
gonna
probably
stop
get
it.
sick and tired of just us.
I mean, yeah, you know.
We got to spice it up a little bit.
Yeah,
You know, change.
Yes.
If you don't change, you stay the same.
Can't
So,
stay stagnant in business.
you know,
Right.
you got to keep moving.
Gotta
I
mix
hate
it up.
traveling, but I did it.
Yes.
Okay.
And you loved it.
If I didn't do it, I would have missed out on all that great stuff.
Right.
You know, so get out there, get out of your cocoon,
That's
grow,
it.
and that's it.
That's
so
it.
Mustafa, that's it,
That's it.
buddy.
As always.
As always, next month.
Next month.
And thank you everybody for the questions. Thank you
Yes.
for tuning in. Thank you for everything.
Yes.
And we'll see you next month.
We'll see you next month. Cigars at the Castle on YouTube, Cigars at the Castle on Instagram, TikTok, and don't forget Spotify and soon to be Apple Podcasts. And we will have a special for you next month, and send it into the email. You'll see it down there.
All right.
Comment below.
Thank you.